Welcome back again to the channel. So today I'll be sharing a particular video about a Nigerian man. He stated the things Nigerians did not get right, but Ghana got it right 100%, and he brought out proof. Before I share this video, if you've not subscribed to the channel, please do so well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share with your family and friends, because this video we are about to learn something. And it really schooled Nigerians on the things they are supposed to do, but they are not doing it right. And afterwards, they'll start blaming Ghanaians. Oh, Ghanaians are becoming bigger than us. Ghanaians are doing that. Ghanaians are doing that. But they failed to do this. This is what this Nigerian man has to say. Watch this video.
Let me tell you what Ghanaians got right that Nigeria did not get right from onset. You see, the Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? Ghanaians realize that we are not Gold Coast after the independence. Upon all the euphoria, the celebration after the independence of Ghana 1957, Osajivo suggested that we call ourselves Ghana, not Gold Coast. We are not Gold Coast, we are Ghana. That is our real identity. And JB Dankwa said, after my research, I believe you are correct. And they had to adopt that name, Ghana. Where was Ghana? The current day Ghana is not the original Ghana as per se. It's about 500 or 600 miles away from this particular location. It's where Mauritania, Senegal, Mali is located today. That was the original what they call the Ghana Empire, the West African Empire that existed since the 8th century, the 9th century, the 10th till the 12th century. That was a big empire after the Egyptian Empire. I am telling you that West Africa were great men. Don't let anybody bring history that does not correlate with you. Don't accept identity that you are not. We were great men. We were trading on gold, we were trading on salt, and we were trading on ivory. Ghanaians realized that they descended from that place, from that Senegal side, that empire, where the empire was. We moved to Mali Empire. From Mali Empire, that's what they call the Bono Empire, where the Bono have it today is existing, until we now found today's, Ghana, where the Ashantis, the Fantis, all the rest of the branches of these great people now moved to. So they knew who they were and they went back to the name. But Nigeria did not do that. Nigeria were celebrating the new home. They were just enjoying. They forgot themselves that they were forced into the marriage called Nigeria 1914, the amalgamation of Nigeria 1914. That before then there was what they called the Oyo Kingdom, the Benin Kingdom, the Ethi Kingdom, the Ijos had their own, the Okrika had their own, the Shekiris had their own. There were a lot of kingdoms and they were never close to each other. They were operating independently. And they forced all these people together. They should have asked themselves, where did we come from? Who were we before we forced us into this marriage? They did not do that. They accepted the marriage, and they called themselves Nigeria. What is Nigeria? That man called something Flora, that a white man something Flora that just came and identified the place because River Niger is passing through. The same River Niger that is passing through Mali, the same River Niger that is passing through Benin, they kept passing through Cameroon, the same River Niger. Why are you naming us after a river? We were men, great men, doing great before you came. Osajifo did right thing. But unfortunately, that great foundation Ghanaians made, that great foundation that was established in Ghana, got crashed 1966 when Nkrumah was overthrown. And some Ghanaians were celebrating. Unfortunately, it was a sad story. They didn't know why that man was, because the whites, the BBC, then all the international media were propagandists. They sold a wrong narrative, not knowing that what made them overthrow that guy was the guy was too knowledgeable. The book he wrote.
Osajivo Nkrumah wrote a book called Neo-Colonialism, the last stage of imperialism. In this book, Nkrumah lays out the grand master plan for Europe and America's recolonization of Africa, and did it elaborately. The Western world read that book and said, this man has to go.
He knew too much, they had to take him down. They knew that he had to go. And I can tell you that it does not matter how many times you fall, that you can always amend. Ghana is the gateway to Africa. And I tell Ghanaians today, please, the president of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, I plead with you, you must carry that mantle. Let the empire of Ghana be re-established. Let this place become the hub of trade, that the entire Africa comes to trade in Ghana. And I'm happy because the African Union has signed a trade deal that cuts across the whole Africa. And Ghana happened to have been the head of those negotiations at a time, and I want to believe that we are going to bring back, because now the West must know that we know our worth, we know that we own everything. Enough of exploitation. We must take up our mandate. We must be who we were. We were great men. Don't let anybody even tell you that the Egyptians, the Libyans, they were white. They were.
Did you know that the country currently called Ghana was named after an ancient kingdom outside its borders? When the present-day borders of Ghana were drawn by colonizers in the late 19th century, the territory was renamed Gold Coast. However, at independence, like many African countries seeking an escape escape from their colonial past, the nation's leaders changed its name to Ghana. Interestingly, unlike many independent African countries, Ghana isn't named after a kingdom or empire that used to exist within its borders. Instead, the ancient Ghana Empire was located in present-day southeastern Mauritania, western Mali, and eastern Guinea. The reason Ghana is named after the kingdom is because of indications that present-day Ghanaians descended from migrants who moved south from ancient Ghana. The word Ghana itself comes from the Soninka language, spoken in the region where the empire existed. It translates roughly to warrior or war chief, and was the title given to the rulers of the original kingdom.
Bro, I've been meaning to ask you this. Yeah, why do we always have problems? I don't understand. Is it my fault? No, I'm not saying you are the cause. I'm just asking, why do we always have differences? Why do we always have issues? No, because it seems as if you're accusing me. Why did you disqualify Chidema? Obviously, she wasn't good enough. I bet that's one of the most stupid decisions you've ever made. Excuse me. You have the highest number of internet fraudsters in Africa. Who are you to judge me? Coming from the crime city himself. Bro, you cannot even elect your own leader. You cannot elect good leaders for yourself. Got you, doesn't it? Knowing that no matter what you have or whatever you do, you will always be placed second to me. Guys. Come on now. You guys are forgetting something here. We are all Africans. Out there, we're already at disadvantage, and our only chance of standing a chance is by being together. I'm sure you don't hate him, do you? Of course I do love him. And you too, I'm probably sure you feel the same way. Obviously, it's my brother, man. Why would I hate him? So why would fight him? Charlie, you said don't get sense. Actually, I was about to say the same thing. I say Charlie. And then where would Charlie go? Where would they go?
Did you know Michael Jackson is half Ghanaian? In fact, he's an Ashanti. Hey. Relax, let me explain. In 1992, Michael Jackson paid a visit to a village in Ivory Coast called Krenjabo because apparently he had done a DNA test that revealed to him that his ancestors came from Ivory Coast. So he went there to confirm. And upon arrival, the traditional chiefs, which is the Enyin chiefs, they decided to confirm traditionally. You get it? Lo and behold, they got a mystic message that confirmed that Michael Jackson indeed is a son of the royal Sanwe clan of the Enyin people. They decided to acknowledge him by making him the prince of the Sanwe clan. They gave him the name Mikel Amalaman Ano. If you look at the way they dressed him and the kind of cloth they put on him, which is the kente, nobody should tell you where the tribe is coming from. Now, these are the Enyin people. They came from the Ashanti kingdom in the 18th century to settle in Ivory Coast. You don't know. They speak the Enyin language. The Enyin language is just like the Nzema language. When they speak it, you hear some true words in it. They also call God Nyame. Look at my when face. Michael Jackson passed away, they requested for his body to give him a proper burial, but then his family refused. So they themselves organized a 2-day burial for Michael Jackson, and then they had lookalikes to come and perform.
A lot of things Nigerians are not getting right, according to this Nigerian man. He said Nigeria are still under their colonial masters because they did not change the name that was given to them by their colonial masters. During the 1914 amalgamation, Lord Lugard did something to Nigeria by giving them this name, Nigeria, and Nigerians did not even deem it fit to transform that name and be independently standing on their own. But Kwame Nkrumah did that. They were then the Gold Coast. He changed the name from the Gold Coast to Ghana. See, when I tell you people that they are leaders that are seeing the future of a country, they are visionaries. They have seen that if we should keep on holding to this name, we are still going to be enslaved by our colonial masters. Where the then Ghana was as at that time wasn't where Ghana is this present day. So when I see my Nigerian people going about saying, oh, and Ghana is a small brother to Nigeria, Ghana is underdeveloped, Ghana is a small country, I just looked at them because they don't know the struggles, how Ghana struggled to get their independence and how they independently revoked that name that was given to them as at that time and decide to bear their own name. And that is the reason why there is a light shining upon Ghana as a country. And when you look at Nigeria, Nigeria has all the resources to be independently standing on their own. Nigeria has all the resources to make the country better. But there's still something looking so odd in the country Nigeria. When you look at Nigeria, you see Nigeria that as if Nigeria is being covered with darkness. You look at the country as if the country, there is something actually wrong with it. Even with all the resources Nigeria have as a country, it seems as if Nigeria is not moving forward. it seems they are still stagnant. It seems they are still laid back. It seems there is nothing that can be able to develop the country Nigeria. And even if most of the governors from different states in Nigeria are trying their best to develop the country, you will still see something drawing them back. So when that Nigerian man said Ghana got it right and Nigeria did not get it right, it was actually right. He was actually right. To those the papas and mamas that were alive during those times of the Kwame Nkrumah time, when the name from Gold Coast was changed to Ghana, if you were alive that time and want to see a comment in the comment section, please educate us more on this name changing. What effect does it have on the country? If they were being colonized by the colonizers and they did not change their name, or they didn't look for a way to to grow, what is the effects that is going to happen to the country, effect on that particular country? I want to know in the comment section. And another thing again is that Ghana as a country, they are doing absolutely amazing, trying to transform their country. And I'm not in any way saying Ghana is the most perfect country in Africa. They are doing so well. They also have their ups and downs. Let's get this right. They also have their ups and downs. But there are still some countries that have all the resources to make their country great, but they are not utilizing that resources they have. They are not making due with that resources they have. They are not impacting. That resources is not impactful on the economy of the country. And that is the reason why people from that particular country keeps complaining that how can a country be so blessed with oil? How can a country be so blessed with a lot of things, but they are still in abject poverty? Like, they are still in abject poverty. I want to see your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't forget to like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not, and please don't forget to turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever I post amazing content. And to all my returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you to you all. Thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. See you guys in the next one. Bye.